It was the kind of winter that made everything feel heavier: coats, footsteps, even hope. Ellie Jacobs stood outside the corner store, clutching the last crumpled $5 bill in her coat pocket. It wasn't much, but it was all she had left. 23, newly laid off, and with rent overdue, Ellie's world felt like it was closing in. Still, as she watched the old man outside the store fumble through a battered list of supplies, seeds, mostly, something tugged at her. He looked like he'd seen one too many seasons pass without much harvest. His hands were calloused, his jacket 2 sizes too big. And when he pulled out his wallet and found it empty, she saw something in his eyes that mirrored her own: quiet defeat. She didn't think. She just moved. "Hey," she said softly. "Let me get those for you." He blinked, confused. "The seeds. I'll cover them." "You don't have to." "I know," she said. "But I want to." He studied her face, searching for an angle, maybe a catch. There wasn't one. Just a tired girl who knew what it felt like to be standing on the edge. She handed the cashier the bill and left before he could thank her properly. Spring came late that year. Ellie had picked up a string of part-time jobs, none stable, none fulfilling, but enough to scrape by. The act of giving away her last bit of money had faded into memory, replaced by daily worries. She didn't even remember the farmer's name. Then came a letter. No return address. Just her name, written carefully on the envelope. Inside was a note. "Dear Ellie, you may not remember me, but I'll never forget you. The seeds you bought saved my farm. That one act of kindness helped me feed my family and get back on my feet. I sold part of my harvest at the market and invested in a greenhouse. Things are looking up again. And now, it's my turn." Beneath the letter was a check. $10,000. Ellie dropped into a chair, hands trembling. A week later, curiosity and gratitude drove her to the address listed at the bottom of the letter. It was a small but vibrant farm on the outskirts of town. Rows of vegetables danced in the wind. Flowers bloomed in defiance of the past winter. The old man, George, met her at the gate, his eyes misty. "I've been waiting," he said. They sat beneath a tree, drinking lemonade he'd made himself. He told her how close he'd been to giving up that day. "I went to the store thinking I'd try one last time. If it didn't work, that was it. Then you showed up. That $5? It wasn't about the money. It reminded me people still cared." Ellie nodded, tears slipping down her cheek. "I didn't think it mattered. But it did. It mattered more than you'll ever know." Months passed, and the two kept in touch. George taught Ellie about farming, about resilience, about starting small and dreaming big. Eventually, they partnered up. Ellie used the money to launch a community garden project in the city. George supplied the knowledge. The harvest fed dozens of families and gave at-risk youth a place to belong. The story of the $5 girl and the seed farmer made local news, the national. Donations poured in. Their project grew. But Ellie never forgot the feeling of that cold winter day, when all she had was $5 and a heart full of empathy.